Hello and welcome to today's video to where me, Blue, will be telling you how to make your own server and some simple roles and channels you can put with it. Now, let's go down to Discord and open it. Now you will see we are in our not so many channels or roles server. This is just for us as of right now. And let's make it more interesting, shall we? Now, if you look over here, you'll see that we have basic text channels and a simple voice channels, or VCs for short. Well, you can keep these, but I want to get rid of these categories because I have better plans for them. Now, you don't have to do this. This is completely up to you, but I like starting from scratch. So that's what we're going to do. So we're in our new server. Let's make our first category. Now, let's name this doormat and hit create. Now we have a category with the title doormat. Now we can simply hit this one plus symbol and go here. This opens up the create a channel menu under doormat. Now let's create some roles. First, title your channel, roles. Now you realize you won't be able to capitalize anything. I'm holding shift, but you see nothing's happening. For text channels, you cannot put any capital letters in there. You can put it for voice channels, and I'll show you right quick. So if we make a new category for VCs, hit enter, that create a new category. Now if we go down here and hit the plus, now by default it is set to a text channel. You want to hit voice, and the description for voice is hang out together with voice, video, and screen share. So you want to put VC1 or the title for your first voice channel. I'm putting VC1 because it's pretty simple. But see how I'm able to put a capital V in there? And I can do this again for the C. And unlike the text channel, I can have spaces in between. Whenever I try to put a space, it puts a little hyphen in there. So you can get more creative with your two VCs and category names. Now, let's get back to doormat. With any category, you're able to put any amount of channels or voice channels within your category. So let's add another one and let's do news. This will be the news channel. We can say this will be news. And in a later video, I will be showing you how you can do a lot more with this channel than just saying update blah blah blah. Now, you may be wondering, what about the roles? Not this one, the other ones. So if you come up here and click on this little drop down, this brings up most of the settings that you can do for your server. To go in here, server settings, click it. This, if you are the owner, you will be able to see everything you can do. Since it's just me over here, you can see just me, and I'm the one online. You can change your name, you can change the icon, here's the requirements for it. You can change the background color. You can even add traits, a description, what games you play, and if you want to keep your server private or not. I'll keep all of this the same for right now. Server tag for when you get boosting. But we want to scroll down to server, to roles. Now here you can change your default permissions if you don't plan on adding a default role that everyone gets to. So with this new role, let's type in everybody in custom styles, but that's with boosting if you want to boost. Now, if we go back up to name, you realize we can put spaces, we can put capital letters. Let's go down to the color, but this is required. Anything that has a red star next to it, it means it's required. Now, you can go with the default clear, and when you get more colors or more roles, this allows the color of the lower roles, so to say, if everybody had a color to it, having this set to default would allow everybody's color to shine through on the nameplate. I'll get more into depth on that in a later video. But for now, let's go back to color. Discord has a bunch of different color templates that you can choose to your liking. And you can always go back to default if you want to keep the color that you're good with when it gave you. Now, this is your little preview tab, and this gives you all the default appearances that Discord provides to its users. Let's choose, and if you hit this, it opens up the hex panel. You can type in your own hex code if that's what you choose. Obviously, that's not a real one. I want to go with a light blue, and yeah, that's good. Everybody will be blue. That looks good. And you can choose to display this name separately, and how this one works is a little different from the color. It's actually the highest role that has this setting enabled will have that user categorized in the player and member list. I'll show you that in a second. So I'll enable that setting. This one, I wouldn't give this to everybody if you're giving this to a auto role or a everybody role has, because this grants the member that has this role to mention everybody or here in all the roles. It gives them a little bit of admin power. Now, I'm pretty good with the display here. Notice how it says display. Now, let's get into permissions. These are all the in-depth dives in categorized permissions at which you can give your users. By default, you always want to have a send messages and create post. And if you want to create these, we'll let them send messages in threads, create a public thread, or create a private thread, you can. But I won't have that enabled because I personally don't like that. Now, if you want, I always have them with enable links, and embedded links, attached files, and add reactions. And if you want, you can let them use external emotes and stickers with these ones. With this one, manage messages allows members to delete any other messages or pin any messages. That's more of an admin power. I always give read message history to every role, and it's really just a good thing to do. I also enable create voice messages because not every member wants to type out a whole paragraph that they can easily say. And just a few more basic permissions that I always give to my default roles is connect, speak, video, and soundboard. You can even do soundboard external. And use voice activity is always a must because some servers don't grant that permission and it can kind of let members not talk. so you don't want to do that. Everything else you can leave alone because this is more admin, and bam. So I always hit save changes before I move on past this point. And if you want to clear this and start from scratch, you can hit clear permissions to clear every enabled permission that you've given to this role. Now move on to links. With this one, you can make them require them to link any of these chosen apps so they can get that role. I think that's more of a newly added feature, but I haven't used it that much. I'll get back with a better video going more into depth about this in a future video. Now here is a quick and easy way to add members. And since it's just me, click it. You can easily add any member instead of going through their list. And now, that's a basic dive into having a basic role. Now you can use this template to enable any permission that you want, say for a mod, a owner, co-owner, or any other roles that you want to add with their own permissions. Now leaving this, you can see that my name color has changed to the newly given everybody role, to where my name is now blue. And if I come over here to the show member list, you can see that I'm now categorized with a little crown. The crown means I'm the owner. Or if I'm displayed in my own role with multiple members in this server, that crown will go away if I'm the only one with that top role. I've hoped you enjoy this basic but yet deep dive into how you can set up some servers, some unique tips on how you can do so, and I hope it helped. If you don't mind leaving a like or a dislike if you didn't like the video, and please subscribe, leave a comment if you want me to do any other tutorials or tech tips in the description. Until then, bye bye.